code of character decided that we should invite all masks and police and give assurance to the police that we are with you to save our city. And they give us the insurance too.
That's a great signal. Yeah, it's a great signal.
Deputy Prime Minister, if I may ask, what's your feelings on the Tariq John case in Birmingham who lost lives, and also the young student who was mugged?
Well, you mean the Malaysian student? Well, I think they're two separate events, but both are equally shocking. I think the idea that someone would go to help, claim they're going to help somebody, and then mug them and steal from them is, it's just unimaginable that someone would behave with such cynicism. And of course, the death in Birmingham, those three young men, I think has really struck a very dangerous chord in that community, and that's why I think the response of his father was one of the most remarkable things I've seen this week. That a father mourning the loss of his son, within hours, had the strength of character and the force of his will to go out and say publicly, not just to the community in Birmingham, not just the community in West Midlands, but to the whole country, I don't harbour any hate. This is my son's destiny. I don't blame the police. I don't think this is a time for anger. I think it was a very, very significant moment. I think if he'd come out and said something else and spread a message of anger and revenge, events might have turned very ugly. I think we all, as a country, owe him a lot. And interestingly, the Malaysian student has also been extraordinarily generous. I was reading in the papers this morning, he was saying that despite what has happened to him, he still loves and respects this country. So I think it's always the case when you see events of great misfortune and great ugliness, often you also see great examples of dignity and great strength of character. And that's exactly what I think we've seen this week.
Oh, we've got two now.
Three. You've got three, Mr. Shah.
Well, if I need to do this, I need to do it beforehand.
I would like to ask you, some years ago, about 8, 9 years ago, we had better communication with the police, because some police officers used to be in city centre, but nowadays they're always traveling in cars. Why can't we see them? Why can't we talk to them? You never see a uniformed man walking in High Street. Why has this happened? Because, 10 years ago, even little kids used to have a talk with and they used to know that's a policeman.
Well, I think one of the things that hopefully would have given people a lot of comfort this week was that there were a lot of police officers out on the street and people were talking to them. I've just come from the command centre of the police to see the way that they're using new ways of communicating with people. Twitter, Facebook. I know, but they are out on the streets at the moment, and they've been out on the streets in very significant numbers. And I think if this has renewed a demand for visible policing, that is a good thing.
We've got to watch that because everyone's line with